On an organized tour of Glacier National Park in Montana, a group of innocent tourists came way too close to a massive grizzly bear trying to mind its business. After spotting it, a small portion of the crowd attempts to get closer in order to grab a few nice pictures of this majestic but also very lethal animal. Suddenly, the beast begins running towards the tourists. Fearing for their lives, they quickly get out of its way and get back with the main group. Thankfully, present park ranger takes on her duty to protect the tourists and starts yelling at the bear.
Go!
Surprisingly uninterested, with potential weeks' worth of food right next to it, the beast decides to mind its own business and to continue on its path. I hope those people realize how lucky they were that that grizzly bear wasn't due for a meal and didn't feel threatened. They should all be very thankful to still be alive and in one piece. Two brothers were enjoying a quiet ride through the woods, the crunch of leaves under their tires and the cool air brushing their faces. Laughter echoed between the trees as they raced each other down a winding trail. Peace didn't last long when a massive grizzly bear decides to have fun with them. When they finally dared to look back, the bear had disappeared into the thick tree, but the forest didn't feel safe anymore. Heart still racing, they skidded to a stop, breath fogging in the cool air, and exchanged nervous glances. They cautiously dismounted, eyes scanning the shadows, ears straining for the slightest sound. Every snapped twig and rustling leaf made them jump. Somewhere ahead, the grizzly had vanished, but they knew better than to think it was gone for good. After a few tense moments frozen in the shadowed trees, the brothers came to a grim conclusion. There was no tracking the beast, no brave heroics. They needed to leave fast. They jumped back on their bikes, legs pumping like pistons, hearts slamming against their chests. The forest blurred around them as they raced down the trail, each crack of a branch and snap of a twig making them flinch, wondering if the grizzly had reappeared behind them. A young boy was riding peacefully through the forest when something on a distant hill caught his eyes. He looked up and his stomach dropped. Staring back at him was a massive grizzly bear, muscles rippling, dark eyes locked on him like a predator sizing up its prey. The forest went silent around him, and in that moment, he knew nothing would ever feel safe again. While snow skating across the frozen forest, a girl felt a presence behind her, a heavy, crunching sound in the snow that didn't belong. She glanced back and froze. A massive grizzly bear was trailing her, its dark eyes locked on her every move, muscles coiled like a spring ready to strike. Panic surged. She pushed off with all her strength, blades slicing through the ice, heart hammering in her chest. Every second counted. Every push of her legs could mean the difference between escape and becoming the bear's next meal. The bear surged forward, snow spraying with each massive step, growls shaking the frozen air. Its claws tore into the ice, closing the distance fast. But the girl didn't stop. Legs pumping, blades cutting sharp lines across the frozen surface, she pushed harder than she ever thought possible. Every ounce of strength, every desperate breath was a fight for her life.